back. Got another set of Arizona agates to cut from just outside Phoenix, Arizona, in the desert, around the Gila mountain range area. I'm going to go through each one of these. Some of them have a little bit of windowing, most of them don't. So let's go get these on the saw, cut them open, and we'll go through them. See how we did. Alright, thanks. Back. Alright, back from the saw. Let's go through them real quick, see what we got. First up, this little guy. And alright, well, kind of a mix of agate with rhyolite. A little rough, pitted. Yard rock. Okay. Next. Alright, so I was hoping that these little botryoidal bumps on the end here would have been plumes or something. Well, they were kind of tubes, I guess. You can see some in the bottom, but they didn't form real well. All right, well, you're right. Next up, we got this larger nodule. Kind of blew out a little. Had a fracture there. It's got lots of fractures. It's got some cool banding in it, but the fractures and the quartz kind of take away from this. All right, yard rock. All right, next up. Cut this one a little thin on this side, unfortunately, but let's see what we ended up with. All right, well, it's banded agate, but it's very faint. All right, maybe you polish that guy, tumble polish it. All right. Next up, we got this guy here, kind of peeling a little. All right, well, mostly quartz with some banding, but it's nice quartz. All right, I like that. That's pretty cool. Okay. Next up, got this little guy. Just kind of cut him in half, hoping for the best. Let's see what we got. Ooh, kind of that cotton candy looking stuff, mostly, with some dendrites in it. And then you got a little bit of banded agate at the top. Not bad for a little stone. Maybe a face polish on that. All right. Let's put this one back together. All right, so this next one kind of came apart on a fracture. So we'll see what we ended up with here. That side obviously broke in half. This side doesn't look too bad. It's got some nice banding. Maybe I'll tumble this side. Next up. Alright, there was a window with some banding in it. Let's see. Oh, here we go. Looks like we got a couple of fractures, healed fractures on that end. But other than that, the pattern is really cool. Nice banding, nice color. Huh. There you go. Face polish on that one looked pretty good. Okay. Next up. So I had a window on this. Just wanted to kind of cut that off and see if we had anything worth slabbing later. No, that's nothing. Well, the banding is there, but it's very faint. It's very translucent for such a thick stone. But it is solid agate. I don't see any quartz or big fractures in it. Face polish. All right, next up. Again, this one had a weird fracture in this end of it, showing a good pattern. So I kind of just wanted to cut that off and leave a decent amount so we can slab it later if need be. Let's see what we got. All right, it does have a really good pattern. It's faint, but it's nice. It's got those floating lighter sections in the bands. Got kind of a neat little banded agate spot at the bottom, its own little pattern. And I don't see any fractures. All right. I might consider taking a slab off of that and doing a cabochon. If not, we'll face polish it. Okay. Next up, another one that had a lot of broken sections showing banding. So I kind of cut between the windows. Let's see what we ended up with. All right, here you go. That's a good pattern. Kind of broken on this end where the quartz was. But the other side is really nice. Good colors, good bands. Lots of little floating snowflakes or orbs in there. And make a nice face polish. Very cool. Okay. Next up. So this had some banding showing in spots. So I kind of cut between them and coming through that quartz on the end here. All right. Not a full pattern because of that end of the break. A little bit of quartz. The banding is nice at the top. Good colors. Nice inclusion, very translucent. I don't see any really bad fractures. All right, again, I think that would make a nice face polish. Very cool. Okay. Next up. This one, a little bit of banding and some quartz showing at the end. I was hoping it would pinch out. So I cut a little closer to this end. Let's see what we got. Well, it did not pinch out, but it's very nice looking quartz in the center, and it's completely surrounded by pattern, full banded pattern. Nice bands. Got some of that parallax or shadow banding going on in there. Nice. I'm gonna guess a face polish on that. All right. Next up, kind of a weird shaped with a little bit of windowing with banded agate showing. Let's see what we ended up with. Oh, here you go. That's a good one. It's got a little bit of a healed fracture on that end, but other than that, it's perfect. Full pattern. Nice banding. Not a lot of that floating stuff, if any, on this one. But very nice bands. Maybe a hint of color, like maybe a lavender or a light pink. But I am colorblind, so I don't know, maybe it's just gray. Still cool looking. At minimum, I'm gonna face polish this. I might decide to take a slab or two to cab. We'll see. All right, 2 left. Again, this one had a window showing some banding and some crazy stuff going on there. All right, great banding. Got a geo pocket on one end, nice color. Does have a couple of heel fractures in the face. Not bad. Definitely a nice face polish candidate. Cool. All right, last top. Again, this one had a face on both sides, a window, I mean, with banding. Let's see what we ended up with. All right, very translucent, but kind of a, maybe a pinkish color. Again, I don't know, could be gray. Very nice looking. Very cool. That's probably a good candidate for a face polish. This end is kind of thin. Wouldn't want to slab that. Same on this side. So face polish it is. Very nice. All right, that's it for this video. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you on the next one.